Hello guys, if you're already tuned in, I see you there on Facebook. We're still connecting to YouTube and Twitch. Guys, if you're watching this video back, smash the like button. Also, if I've reviewed your track and you weren't tuned in live, make sure you leave a comment, because I like to hear back from you guys. So a simple thank you or something, anything, just let me know. Yeah, let's get into the demos. Hello people, we are live on Facebook, YouTube and Twitch, so I see you all there. Yeah, back once again with another demo drop, guys, so send me your demos. If you're new to the stream or you're just tuning in for the first time, here's where to send it. Just SoundCloud, Steve Marks Music. Very, very simple. I've got a list of demos already, so we are going to get straight into it. This is Bizmaki, Moon and Back. Let's have a listen. Just turn up the volume. Here we go. Nice big intro. Wow. Very, very big.
From constellations to the nations, ready, set, and go.
Thank you, Wilson. I'm really good. Enjoying the music. Wow. Well, what a intro to the stream. Very, very cool. I love it. The track is good. I was focusing in that second drop on the kick. So I feel this track could be even like bigger if the kick sample that was used, instead of it being like a short punchy kick, if it was like had a bit longer, like a longer sample of the kick. But wow, very melodic. I loved there was small parts of aggression here and there, and then when the drop hits, it was sort of full aggression with those sort of saw bass. Really low, really gritty, like gives it a lot of aggression. And just those small moments there, like where you have the that's really good, integrating small parts like that throughout the track, because it gives the listener a taste of what's about to happen. So that's really good. So the sound design is very, very good. I mean, there's some space to play around with some stuff in the higher frequencies, but I mean, it's been out for, you've put this out on SoundCloud 10 days ago. You've already got 1,000 plays and over 50 likes on the track already, man. So just really, really good demo. Really good. Can't recommend too much to update there. So very, very nice, man. We're pushing on. Wilson, thank you, my friend, for the donation. Inner Starlight, version 17. Oh, Wilson. Let's hope this is the one, hey? Let's have a listen. Wilson Serrano, Inner Starlight. Really nice, man. For anyone who's been a long time sort of listener to the stream, you would have heard this, a few versions of this. And Wilson, man, it's sounding very, very good. Sounding very full, very, very complete. So very well done, man. Nice. Wow. Man, so good. It's been great, man. Over the weeks, there's been all these little parts missing, and honestly, man, I feel like you're the only person, or like you're one of a few, one of few people who genuinely listen to the feedback and add the changes that people suggest. Like you may not like to add it, or you may not like to try it, or maybe you've tried it in the past, but like you actually implement the changes, and then it possibly smooths over in your ears over time. Really good, man. I remember, I think you might have sent me Inner Starlight. It might have already been like version 2 or version 3. And man, it's come so far. I dare to say I'm satisfied. Man, it really, that's a nice complete track. The only thing I had to re-listen to was when the breakdown happened and the kick was happening. It sounded like the kick was like a bit slower in terms of BPM compared to your melodic progression, but I listened to it again and it sounded okay. Have you considered maybe instead of having a kick here in the build up, maybe just having a hi-hat? It's up to you, personal preference, but man, this track is sounding very good, man. So please send it out to some labels and get it signed, man. Get that on the streaming services. Really well done, man. Also, thank you very much for the donation. Guys, we are pushing on. Thank you, Wilson. Let's have a listen here. I've been gone some time clearing my head and working off my stress. Anyway, holidays. Blah, 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 blah. Give it a listen. What do you think of the drop? Blah, blah, blah. Gritty bass. What can I do? Let's have a listen. DJ V. Pretty good sound design in this track, man. Pretty nice so far. Variation. Pretty interesting track. You've got this sort of like this really growly bass. It's sort of almost like a big room bass, but in future bounce style. So it's It's an interesting mix of genres there. Yeah, good sound design. I think you could definitely play around a bit more with the bass line, and I don't mean it in terms of the notes that you're hitting or the where they are on the piano roll, but I mean try some different filters and some different effects on it to give the track a bit more like dynamics to it. So at the moment the track is strong, but it's doing the same thing for many bars, like 8 bars or 16 bars. It's sort of doing the same. When you get to the second drop, you have really good variations. You've got like the sort of the hold drop, so it builds up, and then it's meant to drop, but you have an extra bar where you sort of hold it back and then you drop it again. What I think, yeah, you could definitely play around with some automations, especially on your bass line, because your bass line's extremely constant throughout, and I noted that. I really like this bit. Where was it? You did have the bass line continually going through this bit, but then you got to here, and then you had totally different instrumentation, which I thought was good. It gave the track a bit of depth and a bit of three-dimensionality. So play around with some more elements on your bass line. Definitely, like you can add crazy things like delays, overdrives, automate them in, automate them out. Yeah. Hopefully things go well. Good track, man, and welcome back to music production. All right, we're going to push on to Miro. Let's have a listen to Demo. Thank you, Jason Green. I think this sort of sax sample's a little bit overused in my opinion, but let's keep going. Yeah, I mean, just personal preference for me, I feel that little sax sample's a bit overused, just my personal opinion. This track is good, man. It's got potential. Make your bass line a bit thicker. Bass line's very thin at the moment, that is a style, but in my opinion, this track deserves that driving bass line. So thicken up your bass line. You already have, I can hear at least one channel worth of bass. definitely duplicate it, drop it down an octave, drop it up an octave, then you've got a layered bass. And definitely put an EQ band on your bass, sweep out some of the high frequencies, and definitely give a small bump in the sub to low frequencies, my friend. And you'll definitely have like a punchier bass line cutting through that track. Really, really good, man. Wow. Guys, I asked a poll in the chat there on YouTube, and I just asked Addy Musics and I are working on a really cool collab, and man, it's fire, really. So Addy Music's actually submitted to this demo drop, and there was a track I heard that I really, really enjoyed, and I politely asked if he would like to work on it together, and he said, hell yeah, brother. So let me quickly open it. I don't know how much you guys can see there. Hang on, here we go. Ooh. Okay, so let me just frame him up. Yeah, so should be multi-output device. Let's see how we go. Here we go, guys. Let's have a listen. Smooth, bro. Yeah, so that's a collab with Addy Musics and I. Addy Musics, I see you there in the chat, man. I haven't changed too much. Today I added a bit of overdrive on this guitar. I just thought it was a bit dry. So this is what we had, and I just gave it a bit more aggression, a bit more crackle. It was just a little quiet in the mix, so wasn't cutting through too well, so I gave it a bit more abrasive high frequencies, and now it's cutting through, in my opinion, quite nicely. So yeah, man, good little track. Super chilly. Anyway, we're not here for me. We are here for you guys. So, Miro, sick track, man. As I said, and I see you. Oh, I saw you there in the chat somewhere. Yeah, there you are. All right, we're pushing on. So OVR, let's have a listen to Steaks featuring Rachel Morgan Perry. Together Apart OVR remix. Let's have a listen.
Alone again, okay. I'm so bad at friends, it's a shame. 'Cause I thought I'm somebody you'd like. Instead I'm sitting here alone at night. They say that two is far better than one, but I'm not sure anymore. Here's to the lonely people, the lonely people. Here's to the lonely people. Yeah, I see you beating heart, we're together apart. The lonely people, the lonely people. Here's to the lonely people. Yeah, I see you beating heart, we're together apart. We're together apart. Together apart. Together apart. Yeah, I see you beating heart, we're together apart. Can we just admit one thing? Everybody gets lonely. Sometimes it feels like I'm the only one. When everybody else is having fun. Tell me if I'm wrong, but all we want is to love and be loved. Here's to the lonely people, the lonely people. Here's to the lonely people. Yeah, I see you beating heart, we're together apart. The lonely people, the lonely people. Here's to the lonely people. Yeah, I see you beating heart, we're together apart. We're together apart. Together apart. Together apart. Yeah, I see you beating heart, we're together apart.
OVR, man, it sounds good. You always have such good like driving bass lines, man. I love it. Really, every track you submit, I already know what the bass line's gonna sound like. It's gonna be like rich and full. I'm reading some comments about the bass line. Bass line in break section sounds bubbly. Okay.
Be left, here's to the long, but all we want is to love. See you beating heart, we're together.
Yeah, I mean it's just low. There's nothing wrong with it. I do in your drop lacks a bit of dynamic, and what it could be is it could be some elements might need some EQ cutoffs. So even just something, even a hi-hat and a shaker, even those things, although they sound like high pitched, like they also leak through bass frequencies. So make sure you EQ everything out. It's like get away all the bass frequencies of like your hi-hats, your claps, your snare drums and things like that, because all those tiny bits of bass frequencies actually add up to a lot. And what it sounds like when your drop happens, there's a loss in dynamic, because as your big bass line comes in, there's already crap there that's trying to produce noise. So I think once you sort of clean that up a little bit, you'll have a much richer dynamic, and the sounds will be clearer in their different frequency zones. Because at the moment, the energy's there, but I feel like the energy's being restricted by something. I don't know exactly what it is, but I think there's something in terms of EQ that's not correct, my friend. So I don't know, just an honest thought. Have a look into it. Maybe you've missed something. Maybe I'm stupid and I don't know what I'm talking about. There's always that. Man, thanks for the track. Good track. Keep working on that. If you've already submitted it, nice job, man. I think you'll get some plays on that. All right, Ryan Christopher, I'm back, boo. Oh, I'm back, boy. Okay, Sam Felt and Sam Fisher, Pick Me Up, Ryan Christopher remix. Let's have a listen.
Gratis Pizza-Woche bei Domino's.
Yeah.
Darkness comes, daylight goes. You wait forever, even if I don't. Summer rain, sleepless nights. In any weather, I'm safe inside. When I feel like a castle in the sand, and I fall down, you pick me up again. When I can't find the answers in the wind, and I fall till you pick me up again. Fall down, you pick me up again.
So, good production at the moment. The vocal sounds out of key from the rest of production you created. So you might either need to pitch the vocal into the same key as your production or adapt your production to the vocal.
From rising sea to setting sun, we'll be together forever young. In the dead of night, when thunder rolls, crawl under covers and hold me close. When I feel like a castle in the sand and I fall.
I also think possibly the vocal is it's not in the correct BPM for the rest of your music production. Possibly. Yeah, man. So as I said, the vocal doesn't seem to be in the correct BPM with the rest of your production, so you might need to do a bit more vocal fine tuning to get it correctly on the beat grid. Yeah, it kind of feels like, so Jason Green sort of said it sounds like two tracks or something in the background. I could hear something else in the background too, so maybe it's like a unofficial a cappella or something, but yeah, as I mentioned, Ryan Christopher, the vocal doesn't sound like it belongs with the production you've created. So you could totally sort of get rid of the vocal and make it a track itself, and it would still be very strong. Definitely need to make your bass line sound a bit fuller. So you can do that a couple of different ways. You can duplicate your bass line and shift it like down an octave and up an octave. So you sort of have three different layers of bass playing at the same time. Or an easier option would be to just throw an EQ band on your current bass line and give it a small bump in the sort of sub bass frequencies so that your bass line is being pushed through the mix a bit better, because at the moment the bass line's there but it's just very quiet in the mix. So I also like the melody you created. Dun, 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 dun. It's very catchy, like an earworm, and it's staying in your head, which is good for music. You want music to stay in the listener's head, so that they so that they sing it when they're not listening to it. All right, I Want the Money, Alex Parker, Asparagus remix. Let's have a listen.
I want the money. Flexing money like you really made it. Post it like you're grinding on the daily. Make so much the vibes that just can't take.
Also, I see you guys there on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Make sure you smash the like button if you're watching on the YouTube. My subscribers are going up nicely as well, guys. Thank you for subscribing. I'm still trying to get to 600 by the end of the year. I'm at 419, so things are going well. Considering last year, I think I had 110 subscribers. So thank you to you all for helping me grow.
I want the money, money, I want the money. Sweet like honey, stuck in tunnel vision. Run that like a boss, we on a mission. I see green and I'm about to give in. I want the money, money, I want the money.
Oh, I love a sub bass.
I want the money. It's too much, got overflowing pockets. So I change it up, direct deposit. I want the money, money, I want the money.
Acrobats, I just read your comment here. Mixdown might be a bit crappy in this one. It's actually not too bad. What I am hearing, there is a small clash between the sort of the chord, the piano chords you have in the vocal, and it was very evident in this part here. Hang on.
It's too much, got overflowing pockets.
You can sort of hear that when both are playing at the same time, there's a bit of a dynamic drop between both elements. So you just need to give them a little bit of EQ space. So boost the vocal in one section and boost your keys in another. Or boost your vocal in one section in terms of EQ and have a small dip in your keys in the other section. And that should give, the vocal should be coming over the top of the keys rather than the other way around. That's all I'm hearing that's incorrect so far. And it's nice, man. This is more, some remixes I've heard from you in the past have been sort of very like aggressive and very wacky and very wild. This one is more of like a radio friendly remix. Like it's not like Acrobats crazy. It's like cool remix crazy, and that's like a compliment. That's not a bad thing. So keep going. Nice, man. I think that's a pretty cool remix. It's sort of like a nightclub friendly remix. Yeah, something's happening even with that male vocal at the end, like the blah blah with the blah blah do the blah blah. Just feel like it's a little lost in the mix. It's like it sounds like your vocals, something's going on with your vocals, like they're fighting against something else. So give it a small bump in EQ so that it cuts through the mix a little better, man. And you're making some really good music, bro. Really good. Good to see you releasing more things onto your channel as well, man. That's good. You want to create a like a brand for yourself, so that you have something to show to like nightclub owners and stuff. All right, we are on to Malaki Attempt 7 Master from Asparagus. Let's have a listen. Some really good attention to detail there. All those tiny elements, implementations and automations, man, really make a track sounding, it's really making a track sound really strong. Although there's like an overall sort of, it's the mix isn't like strong yet. The music production skill in this is very high, man, very high. So something to really keep working on. Really cool. Really cool. So the sound is like, it sounds like really low, like octave violins or something. That they're sounding really low. I don't know if they're detuned on purpose or they're hitting the wrong notes and you can't hear it. Something's not sounding right. Something's not hitting in key there. That note's okay. I love this sort of stuff. Really good. Man, very good track. Really, the bounce is there. I feel like it's I mean, it says attempt 7 here, man. So maybe you've been working on this for a little while and it's sort of getting annoying for you, but this has so much potential, man. Like, really, you should try and maybe if you're up to like attempt 7 of this, maybe include someone else in your project. Maybe you need a collaborator or something to help you bring some new ideas to the track. But man, wow, the idea is strong. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. It's lacking some elements. I don't know what it is, but um, yeah, really, really good track, man. Sorry, I'm hearing other music. I don't think it's from me. I think it's from outside. Yeah, someone's playing music loud in another room. Um, Man, really nice track, really nice track. I don't see you in the chat, man, so make sure you leave a comment in the on the YouTube video to so that you've seen my response, man. Come on. Sick track, sick track. And if you can't find a collaborator, let me know, man. I'll happy to work on that track with you, man, because it's sounding very, very, very good so far. Yeah, I was just working on a new track, but I realized that I won't be in the stream, so I will upload one of my old remixes. By the way, what do you think of the new logo? Have a nice day, bud. Yosef. Critison, I spoke about your logo a few weeks ago, brother. I love the updates, man. I mentioned that you have an increase in skill. You also have an increase in logo. So make sure you go back and watch my old streams, my friend. So let's have a listen to Gimbal and Sinan. Raw FL Critison's remix. Here we go. Hope you're all doing well, guys. Critison, man, as I said a few weeks ago, maybe you missed the stream. You have a noted improvement in your sound design. Like, it is unbelievable how much you've improved in maybe 2 months. Your tracks were super just disjointed, super, like, I'm gonna say amateur, but now you've stepped into the sort of the improved amateur category, which is a huge step up. Huge step up. You do still have a few harmonic issues, like there's some notes in your progressions. So at the moment you have maybe 8 bass notes that you're hitting, and then you repeat the same 8 bass notes throughout the track. There's 2 or 3 of those notes that aren't in key with the rest of the track. So make sure when you're laying down your first sort of MIDI ideas that everything sounds harmonically correct to your ears, and then continue from there. But man, huge improvement, huge. Bass in the place with Critis in your face. Hey, hey, hey. Bass in the place, Criticin in your face. Hey, hey, hey. Bass in the place, Criticin in your face. Hey, hey. Yeah, Criticin, man. Nice track. You've improved a lot. I love the logo. Good work with your remixes, man. Just keep making music. You will get better and better with each track. I guarantee you, my friend. Also, the improvement is huge, man. It's huge. So very, very well done, man. Keep on working on your music. Here we go. So, Gretch, a 29 whip. Let's have a listen. Ooh. Feeling the groove already. That totally needed to drop there, man. Come on. Get that house beat. This is like an Oliver Heldens bass line. If anyone knows it, let me know in the comments. But whatever. Yo, Charlie. Gretch, good track, man. I feel like the build up here was so good. It just had to break into that house beat earlier, my friend. One, two, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Bum, bum, bum. Or let's go. It was sort of like a build up to nothing, and then the nothing happened for a really long time, and then you finally got into the beat. And to be honest, the just try this in your project. Just sort of copy the percussion that you have here. Just the kick drum, the snare, and the hi-hats, and dump them into this spot. You have this sort of... So... From here. And really, like the instrumentation that you have in this sort of section might be enough with that groovy house beat underneath. It will be a pretty groovy track, man. So yeah, I recommend sort of, you've got some good elements there. I would restructure the track so that the beat starts a bit earlier. I know it's a work in progress, but that's just my opinion, man. Sound design, very good. The groove you create is very good. And then when the drop finally hits it, it's really cool. That detuned synth just sounds super wicked. Also, massive props for the album art as well. That looks insane. All right, we're pushing on to Hitav Traverdi, working on this. Excellent. Let's have a listen. I hope it's not copyrighted. Yeah, spot on, Charlie. I step outside, all I see is you. I don't know any words, but this song definitely needs some vocals on top, because the energy is so good. I don't know what I'm singing, but it cannot fit on this track because I can't sing. Because I can't sing. So far so good, man. Because I can't sing. Charlie, the previous track artist, I will send you their profile. I'll type it in the chat above. I cannot sing, but I will try to make the song a little bit better. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. We've come too far to give up who we are. Jump on that to get lucky. Man, you could totally do that. Hey, this could be a sick Get Lucky remix because it's the chords. Right. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar. Raise the bar. I don't know, something like that. Maybe you could play around with the vocal. Yeah, overall, cool track. It's obviously the title. You're working on it, so it's still an idea. The idea is strong. I think it's lacking a little bit of like overall dynamic, like, but they're the sort of things that you add as the track progresses. So things like automations, small effects, small samples here and there. Make sure you play around with the stereo field as well. So a lot of the track I'm hearing is sort of like straight down the center. So everything is centered. You can try sometimes you can pan the hi-hats a little, like 10 or 15% to the left, the snare drum 5% to the right, things like that. Your lead, you can sort of duplicate on your DAW and have some 20% in your left ear, some 20% in your right ear, and have a slight variation on each. That gives your track like a lot of dynamics and a lot of like stereo field, which is probably the direction you need to take this track sort of in the next few moments. Really cool, really happy melody. And I think, yeah, that's a cool little track, man. I think it's not going to be like a chart-topping banger, but it's definitely something you could work on and send to a label and they'd release it. Definitely. Really cool, man. It's so encouraging hearing you guys, like hearing your music. All right, the Coco. So we're up to Thunderdrop and the Coco Virtual Life VIP. By the way, guys, I hope everyone has streamed the Coco's sexy remix of Charlie and I's collaboration. Okay, this demo comes with a warning, so let's have a listen. It's not mixed, but doesn't matter. Very creepy so far. Something bad's gonna happen, I think, to this guy.
Link stuck.
Voice recognized. Starting virtual life. Loading the original soundtrack.
Switch up.
Loading the heavy remix.
Man, good idea. Cool. I love the I love how you set the scene at the start. You know, some guy walks into a computer, turns it on, and then, you know, activates this digital life, and then plays the original track, and then you switch it up to the sort of like glitch hop style or alternative rock, you call it. That's fine. Really cool. Really cool. I see here in large letters, it's not mixed yet, so I'm not going to be too harsh on the mix. But very cool idea, man. Very cool idea. With the rise of sort of synthwave and synth pop and all that sort of stuff, you just never know with a track like this, man. You just never know. In terms of improvements, yeah, mixing. Everything sounds very thin, so give it a bit of reverb, a bit of... Maybe make that guitar a bit dirtier. Like I would make the guitar the most aggressive element of the track, and I'd bring down the chords a little. But yeah, nice, really cool, guys. What a nice little week we've had. I'm just gonna do a quick refresh and see if we have any more tracks. I don't think so, guys. Yeah, well, that's it, guys. Short and sharp this week. Little over 1 hour. That's fine by me. I'm exhausted. I've worked a million. Yeah, I've worked a million hours this month, so I'm keen to get to sleep quite early, guys. Before I forget, let's use our smartphone and pick our artist of the week. This is a warning to anyone who has Siri on their phones. I'm about to say those magic words, so. Hey Siri, can you pick a random number between 1 and 12?
A random number between 1 and 12 is 7.
7. And guys, our artist of the week is a long time submitter. And it is our good friend Asparagus. So man, congrats. I'm going to send everyone a DM who submitted to this stream. Hopefully you get a few more followers from that. I'll also put you at the top of my sort of social shout out for the week. Guys, what a high quality stream, really. I'm not just saying this to get some views, guys, because I don't really care. But if you've just tuned in late in the stream, I highly recommend that you go watch the rest of the stream. Go back to the start and watch it. There's some very high quality producers there. You also, a lot of you missed the collab. I played a bit of the collab that Addy Musics and I are working on. And damn, it's sounding good, man. I love it. It's really motivated me to smile again. So thanks, guys. I'm out of here. Love you all. See you next week.
We are almost exclusively compact disc now. No bands, no clowns. We're just strictly disc jockeys. Most of the folks that are afraid of a disc jockey over a band are